Guys, I'm back after a 2-month break. I don't know if you recollect, I had injured my ankle, and a little after that I had injured my back, and I was completely grounded. I couldn't do anything. I was getting frustrated at home. So those 2 months I used for some valuable stuff. I also wrote a nice blog which I'm going to be releasing very soon. It's about my Ladakh diaries. And I was patiently waiting for weights all through the lockdown, because there's a different feeling when you work out with weights. So finally it's here, and it's been selected by me exactly in the manner that I wanted it, so that it occupies the least amount of space and has a complete conceptual workout that you can do as you would do it in a gym. So here are the weights. If you see, I've packed them up in a small plastic box. Actually it's a washing machine powder box, and I packed it up in that. So just to let you know how easily and conveniently it will be kept. What I did is I picked up deliberately 2 sets of dumbbell bars, and the reason behind that is that it does not allow me to break the rhythm of my workout. Okay. Then I have 4 plates of 1.25 kgs. Unfortunately, I could not get them in chrome because the manufacturer did not have it. Then I have 4 plates of 2.5 kgs. That makes it 10 kgs. And I have 4 plates of 5 kgs. So that's 5 plus 5, 10 kgs, and another 5 plus 5, 10 kgs. So that's 10, and that's 20, 30, and 34, 35 kgs. Okay, so we have 35 kgs of weight in totality. I'm going to set it up and show you what all you can do with this, and how I have indigenously created a mini gym in my house with nothing but just a bench that I have, which is actually a shoe cupboard. It's going to be fun for you to watch. Okay, so see you soon. Okay, so as you see, it's all set up now. This barbell with 2 of these small weights, I have a total of 8.5 kgs, because each of these rods is about 1 kg. So 2.7, 2.5 plus 1.25 into 2 is about 7.5. 7.5 plus 1, 8.5. So here you have 2 5 kg plates with 1 kg rods. That's about 11 kgs. And I'm all set to start my workout. Okay. Now, this is just the first set. You can make multiple combinations. So I can actually decrease this to a 5 kg weight. I can increase this to at first I can decrease this to 5 kg weight, or even less than that would be about a 2.5 kg weight. Then I can keep adding weights onto this. I can make this 11 to it can become a 13.5 kg weight. If I remove the 1.25 and I add the 2.5, it can become a 15 kg weight, and I can even make it a total of 75 kgs in one dumbbell. So that's how I have the flexibility to increase the weight as and when I need. Now that you've seen the weights, look at the next set of R&D that I've done. There is a shoe cabinet that we always had in our house, and it turned out to be a perfect measure for a bench press. It is a tad bit broader, but it doesn't come in the way at all. Okay? And interestingly, it's got a soft top with a back with a hard wooden surface at the back, which enables me to actually make this an elevated bench like this, or even a declined bench. Okay, so I'm going to show you the R&D that I'm going to do in my house to create a bench which is going to be flat, inclined, and declined. Watch. My bench is in place, and I can start off by simply doing a light bench press. Okay, lie down, grab the bench, and here I go. Alright, so I'm just going to show you a few ones. Then you have also you can do this way. Alright, so that's your normal flat bench. Now, the next one is going to be the incline, and this needs some R&D again. Okay, so I've put some things in perspective. I don't think you want to copy it, but if you have the scope of doing it, feel free to do it. Okay, this is my way of working out in the few things that I have at home. Alright, so watch. Okay, so here is my dining chair, and actually the reason why I'm going to use my dining chair is that when I place it down, head down like this, it creates a perfect inclined position. Okay, now this is going to be the support for my inclined bench. What I'm going to do is I lift this up, I lift up the seat, I place it down, I pick my chair up, I place it on top of my cabinet, I make sure it's nicely snug to the glass here. Center it over here, then I take the bench and I put the bench over the chair, like that, and then it gives me a super incline. Okay, now just to make sure that I'm not shaky, etc., what I do is I take a pillow and I put it in the gap in between so that the bench remains nice and stable. Okay, so here I am on a stable incline. Okay, I take my weights and I come and sit down. I sit on the bench, I have a nice posture to sit, I lie down, I get my weight up, and here I start. And that's my incline press. Okay, so that's one R&D that I've done. Now how do I convert this into a decline bench? That was some thinking I had to do because I wanted to do an incline press too. So I once again remove this fellow, I keep it down, be careful, okay, I get the chair off, we don't need the chair anymore, okay. I take the bench and I slide it out to the base of the bench. Now to make it a decline, now that we've removed this from the bench, I open my window, I got a nice parapet up here. I'm going to keep my bench right here. Okay, now that's where it's going to rest. I have a set of pillows which I can actually put underneath for some support so that it doesn't slip off. Over here. I also prefer to put a pillow right underneath my head so that I don't bang my head. And then just to be on the safer side, I can put some pillows on the side, which I have right beside me on my sofa, so that when I am doing any bench, this actually protects the tiles from falling. Okay, sorry, the weights from falling onto the tiles. So I'm going to take my weights, I'm going to go back to the bench. Rose, please move. Rosie, hey Rosie, move. Come Rose, you're going to be out of here. Okay, I go step out. Alright. I sit on the bench. Nice and level. Okay. Then I take this, supporting myself over here. I take these weights in my hand and I slowly lie down. And here I am in a decline position, and I start my decline press. And there we go. Pick it up. Place some of the soft pillows that you put over here. Make sure that it doesn't bang anywhere. And to come up, it's a little task. But then it's okay, you can always get up like that. It's a home gym finally, you see? Come up, and you're all set. So this is typical R&D. When you want to work with the things that you have at home, you can do a lot of it, okay? So you need to be very careful, guys. What I have done is thankfully with the equipment I had, and thankfully it seems to be fitting in just right. It's not necessary that it could fit at your place too. So please don't take any chances, because when you carry weights, it's heavy. You should not drop them, you should not injure yourself. It's extremely important that whatever you do is well calibrated, well measured, and only then should you take the chance of doing this, because the cost of that is high injury to yourself, damage to your house, and a lot more, okay? So be careful as much as you want to work out, but I'm sure there's always a way to do it. So no gym, no problem. Create space for yourself at home and enjoy the workout. Cheers, guys.